big thing with Oweh is people think that tweet was him checking out. That's what it is.
Oh, I gotcha. I don't know. I as I said, I think he was told that he probably shouldn't play this past week, and he wanted to play. He knew how banged up they were. I don't have any issue with Odafe Oweh's accountability, and in fact, I think he wanted it too hard. He tried too hard at times and beat himself up too much when it wasn't happening. It kind of snowballed. By the way, this is the first night of the hockey season, right? And you called him Brent Burns before, so your mind's on hockey, Cole. I was really impressed with that.
Did I?
Yeah, you called him Brent Burns, not
you're
Brian
right.
Burns.
Jesus.
I had a chuckle at that because it is the first day of hockey season. My Rangers
I can't
are
get Brent
losing,
Urban out of my head either, so I'm just all over the place.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Cole doesn't give a shit. He's watching the ALDS over there.
I know.
Are you kidding?
I know. I see his head down. I'm wondering, are we boring him? Speaking of hostages.
Well, they just intentionally walked. They just intentionally walked Vladdy, so I think that was probably a good idea.
Mad Rasta is back with another super chat, and he writes, "Have you all talked about Warhop? He stinks. The only offensive line is not great, but they have gotten worse. He needs to go." Cole, we had Mitchell Schwartz on this, and he was obviously complimentary of his former coach. George is under fire within this community a little bit.
It does beg the question, though, like this offensive line isn't new players. The starting five minus Voorhees was the same, 4 or 5 from last year, and you're just replacing Voorhees with McCary. So it does make you wonder, why is there such a regression? And it's not just like like you guys know, I've been breaking down the pass protection in a video, looking at almost every snap every single week so far. It's the 5th one's coming out tomorrow. It is like guys have regressed in their play. Like it's not. I've been trying to, a lot of people keep saying I'm defending Monken, but like football is really simple when we're talking about blocking. It's you got to get in front of the guy across from you. Like we can talk about hand technique and all that kind of stuff, but you look at a guy like Roger Rosengarten, and he's not playing as well as he did last year. Why is it? And it's always hard to judge positional coaches. I don't know what they're doing in practice to be able to, point and say he's doing something wrong. That's why I asked Mitch Schwartz about the outside hands, because that's what I see with Voorhees. And he did it again this week when he gave up a QB hit. And so it's like, that's really the only signal you're going to get is, is that something he teaches? And he kind of said, not really. So then it's like, is the player just, playing poorly, or is it coaching? And I really don't know what the answer is, but there's got to be a key to George Warhop's coaching to explain why there's such a regression in guys like Tyler Linderbaum, guys like Roger Rosengarten. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Sorry, I need to rant on that.